Hello everyone, War Eagle T. Welcome to Joe's Sports and More. Okay, first of all, I just want to apologize about the way that I came about my first video with the Madden 13 franchise mode. I think I may have come across a little bit too harsh. I'm not afraid to admit that. The time that I did it, I'm just like seeing all these comments and I'm like, you know, franchise mode is in here, but then, you know, I'm kind of through all the comments I've gotten. Some of them good, some of them bad. You know, I've gotten to understand the aspect of it that other people are looking at as far as fantasy goes. Whereas in the other one, you could do the fantasy draft, and in this one, it doesn't seem like you can. So I never really did that in Madden 12, so it wasn't really that big of a deal as far as it not being in Madden 13 for me. So in this review, excuse me, in this review I'm going to go a little bit more in depth from the comments I've gotten. I decided to make the second video, that way I can show a little bit more. That way those of you, if you haven't bought the game, then you can see a little bit of what's going on. You know, if you have bought the game, you probably already figured this out. I just want to thank people for watching, and even though I have 6 dislikes, I just want to say thank you for even liking or disliking my video. So appreciate you taking the time to even watch it. I appreciate those of you who have left comments. I appreciate those too. So here we go. I'm going to get into it for you. Let's get this in focus here. So here's what I got going on. Let's get a little bit of sound in here. This is my career. But what you can do is, for those of you that don't know, haven't gotten the game yet, you can go right here to the connected careers and start a career. And you can play online or play offline. Right now I'm doing offline because me and a buddy of mine haven't got enough people together for our online dynasty, or excuse me, franchise that we're going to do. And I'm not going to worry about that right now, because right now I'm just showing you what's going on. So once you get into here, you have the choice of either being a player, which in that part of the game you can only be that player. It's basically like superstar mode, but you can only be that player, like in NCAA 13 when you make up your own player for the high school and then going into college. So you can pick between player or coach. Okay, now here's the thing. If you want to play franchise mode in Madden 13, you go to coach and go to active coach. Okay, the active coach is where the franchise mode is at. Okay, so you go in here to active coach, you pick a coach, any coach you want to be. This time I'm going to go with Carolina. Let's go with the Panthers. Oops, sorry about that. Let's go with the Panthers here. And then this is what's going to do. You go on here, you get your career. You can do the salary cap. You can do your skill level. All Madden, rookie, however you want to play. Okay. You can make the lengths of your quarters. Let's see what the max is. 15 minutes is the max as far as length of quarters. I've been doing 7-minute quarters. You got the accelerated clock, maximum play clock, or excuse me, minimum play clock time is 20, 25, or turn it off. The lowest you can go is 10 seconds, or you can turn it off. And the max you can go is 25, it looks like. Yeah, 25. I've kept it on 20. Game speed, you can go from normal, which is speed up or slow down the gameplay. You can go from normal, fast, very fast, to very slow, and slow. Okay? Then you got the player progression player progression frequency determines when players are permitted to progress. You can do that weekly, every 4 weeks, end of the season. Okay? You got the coach firing, the gameplay tuning determines whether or not the commissioner can adjust gameplay tuning sliders. That part I don't really know, I don't really pay attention. Injury, pre-existing injury, trade deadlines, trade type. You can enable all, disable, enable human. Okay, you got the strategy pad. I don't really know what that is. The auto sprint, auto strafe, pre-snap, coaching tips, player names, fill roster, re-sign players, progress players, and sign off-season free agents. So I just left all that alone. Basically just went with the way it was, and I started the career. So those of you that are in-depth players, you can do however you want to fix that. So you start your career. Now here's the part that some people don't like, but I do like. As you got here, you got your news center, the My Career, My Actions, and more. Your My Career, you know, tells you your goals and stuff like that. Your actions is your checklist of things to do, and then more has where your personnel's at, where you got your roster, your progress players, the trade players, re-sign players, injury report, team goals, and depth chart. You know, you can go in your roster and you can change players around, stuff like that. Okay, you got the team injuries and reports and all that stuff. Now here's where you go to trade your players. But you gotta wait till the season starts. So let me go ahead and go to my actions. Let me go ahead and get the league started. Okay, so on your checklist you got the cut day, which you can choose the players to cut, or you can choose for the computer to cut them yourself, to cut them for you. Then you have the practice mode, and then you have the preseason game. Right there shows all the trade blocks, who's up for trade, and what people got going on, who you can trade for, just in that list there. But you go here to more, go to personnel. Because I had one comment where the guy asked me if he can put Andrew Luck on a team and be able to play with him with any team. And really the only way to do it is to, you know, trade for him. But basically, all you do is you go set up a trade. Here's the thing, like, people are wondering about the draft. I think at the end of the season, when the new season starts, that's when you'll be able to draft players. Because you've got your draft picks here for 2013 and 2014. And, you know, if you make the trade good enough, you know, then you can I'm almost positive you can get any player you want on your team. You just gotta trade for them. Basically, to me, it seems like more realistic, like real life, than just being able to, you know, pick people up or whatever. But so since that was asked, I'm just gonna put Cam Newton up and let's see what we get. Let's see if the Colts will go for it. I'm sure they will, with Cam Newton being as good as he was last year. And it's probably going to be good this year too. I mean, he's a quarterback from Auburn, so he can't be bad. And all you Bama folks, I know what you're thinking, but that's just how I feel, so War Eagle. Okay, so here we go. Andrew Luck. And let's see if they will go for the trade. You submit it. And it says it's been offered. You will receive a response in My Actions. So then you come out of here and you go over to My Actions and let's see what they said. Did they accept? They declined it. So you just got to make the offer sweeter. I don't understand why they declined it, but we'll make it sweeter. Let's try. Okay, sorry about that. I had a little bit of technical difficulty. My memory card was too full for the camera. So okay, so we're trying to get Andrew Luck on the Carolina Panthers. We're gonna put Cam Newton up there for a trade, and this is gonna be a crazy trade just because I just want to show that it can be done. It's just you gotta make the right, you gotta make the right offer to them. So let's put Steve Smith on there and see what we get when we add Steve Smith to it. If they don't accept this, I'm not going to go any further into it, but this is showing how you would do it if you decided to trade for a player. So we go to My Actions. Did they accept? They declined it. So you just got to make some kind of sweet offer to them. If it's not sweet enough, then obviously you're not going to get them. So here's the new thing that I like about it. It's called practice. I noticed people were talking about how you can't go and change your player ratings, like editing the ratings. And to me, I like this new scenario because unlike in 12 where you could go in and automatically make your player up to 99, in my opinion, I think that's cheating. I like playing with the players the way that they came and just left it at that. Now that you can earn the experience points to be able to edit your players, I think it's pretty cool because then at least you're doing something to be able to make the player better. So what you do is you come in here and you pick, like for instance it says third quarter tie, 200 experience points. It says this should be an easy one. It's the beginning of the third quarter and we're tied 10-10. All you have to do is win. Show us what you got or what you can do. So this is practice. You go and do it and then you'll get the 200 points if you pass it. If you fail it, you might get 50 or 100 points, because I noticed in some of them in my other franchise that I'm doing where I failed and I got like half the points or a quarter of the points. But it does go all the way to hard. So you got hard, medium, and normal, and very hard and easy. And it's just different ones and you get different points. And then once it comes time, once you do them, then you can go in and edit your players. So that's what you got going on here. As you go through the game, just check all this stuff out. You got your depth chart and all that, but it's in the more. You got the personnel, you got my career where it just talks about what you're doing, where you've been, where you come from, your team stats, coaches stats, all that stuff there, standings. You'll find all this in the more. So now what I'm gonna do, let me make sure that I state this. Anytime when you're offline, it does not autosave, which it will tell you that when you go to exit. But you just press the select button and it'll save it. But just make sure before you leave, if you're playing offline, to save it. If you don't, then you lose everything. Of course, when you go to exit, it'll tell you that there. What I just told you. But I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of that so I can show you about the experience points that I was telling you about. How you can edit your players. So this will take a moment to load up. We'll let this load up here. But I've been playing, I've enjoyed it. I'm waiting to be able to play online franchise with a buddy of mine and a couple other people. Like I said, once we get enough people, then we're going to start the franchise. But right now we don't have enough. So one thing I did notice that I really do like is, yeah, I'm on week 3 of my preseason. But as you saw right there, it showed that T.O. Let's see where the top stories are at. Yeah, right there it shows how T.O. got cut from the Seahawks. I know that didn't just happen, as far as my franchise goes in this week, but in real life it happened, so I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so here we go, where I'm going to show you about the editing players. See, I think I went to the wrong thing. Progress players. That is where you have the ability to progress your players any way you want as a coach. Spend the XP they earn on upgrading ratings and traits. The higher a rating is, the more expensive it will be to upgrade. So we're going to manually go in here. And you just pick a player. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to. Right now I've got 3,234 points to spend. And as you can see here, the finesse moves upgrade is 2,375 XP points, and it goes from him being 34 to 74. You know, like I said, as you go up, it gets more. But that's how you edit your players now. You have to earn it. You don't just automatically get to go in and put your players right on 99, which, like I said, I think that is pretty cool. So I think that just about covers everything that I've had people ask me questions about. You know, once you get in, you'll learn the new things and get used to it. I like the new change. Some people may not with the fantasy draft. And again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I apologize for the way that I came with my first video. I understand there's people out there that don't play exactly like I do, and that's cool, and I understand that. And if I offended people, I'm sorry. But again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the ones who watched my other video, even the dislikes and the bad comments that I got and the good comments. But I hope this helped you out. And if you get the game, I hope you have fun with it like I am, and get online. You can do stuff. As far as that goes, I don't know, because I don't really do the online as much. As far as like just getting on there and playing, I'm waiting to do an online franchise. Once that gets started, then I'll make a video and show that. As far as the people, those of you who do have it, I hope that you will try to give it a chance on the things that you don't like. You know, maybe give EA Sports time, because I'm sure they might make, after reading all the comments, they might make a downloadable free upgrade, you know, to help you guys out with that. So once again, thanks for watching, and don't forget the college football season's coming up. You got Auburn and Clemson playing Saturday, and then you got Alabama and Michigan. Go Wolverines. I know that probably doesn't make all you Alabama fans happy, but it does me. Anyways, War Eagle to you, and thanks again for watching.